YouTube, what the crap's going on? Welcome to the Empire campaign on Total War Warhammer. It looks like a Bretonia campaign with other armies just standing around. That's just because they are being friends, I guess. I've got Karl Franz rushing back here because scaling has landed a stack back here at Marienburg, and I want to be ready to defend my lands if necessary, and then I can kind of replenish back here. On the other hand, Balthasar Gelt, there's some quest battles I want to take care of, but I'm having a hard enough time getting him healed and having enough free time on my hands. Everybody's chasing Archaeon the Everchosen up here, but he's getting away from them. So, pretty disappointing. What the heck is this? Pile of corpses, I think, after a battle. Yeah, it's the corpse pile or something, showing where a big battle was. Let's kind of take a look at things. I'm starting to get a little bit of income back. It's not good. Some of you all said that there was a special building we could build in Nuln. Yeah, this gunnery school. What does it do? I mean, upkeep for artillery, great cannon, hellblaster volley gun. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is cool, but I don't know what it's really gonna do for me. But could I build it just for the sake of building it? Yeah, I suppose I could. The question would be what I tear down instead. I think you have to have an armory. Or do I? Steam tank requires an armory, and I'd like to be able to do steam tanks. If I get rid of this Tailor's Guild, I'm going to give up 500 income, which is painful. I got the livery out there. I don't need this farm anymore. So I could build the Tailor's Guild out there and then build the gunnery school at Nuln just so that I can say I have it, because why not? I mean, it does sound like fun. Let's build a weaving house there. Alt Dwarf, Eilhart. So I mean, I've got Reichland pretty well built up. We've even got the Colleges of Magic, which is pretty sweet. I think you get kind of a cool achievement if you build one in Eastern Sylvania as well, like kind of signifying that you've completely wiped the vampires out of existence. Let's see if there's any. The Blazing Sun Chapter House, 14,400 gold to build, and it requires a level 5 settlement, which we have. I definitely would like to build that Blazing Sun Chapter House. That's pretty cool. Reduces chaos corruption, provides 3 Empire Knights and a garrison, and unlocks the Empire Knight recruitment, which we don't need, but it would be fun to have this chapter house. It's a unique building, and I kind of want to build some of those unique buildings, even if I don't get to use them exactly how I would like. Let's go ahead and end the turn just to get some of my guys replenished, and keep praying that Archaeon gets taken out. Oh, I need to check my quest battles too. Remind myself what I'm doing. Come on, everybody, please kill Archaeon. Please kill him. Did they? They may have. I saw Karak Norn move on, or Hearn, or whatever it was. And now everybody's kind of marching back down south. Did they get him? Oh gosh, that would be so great. That would be so great. Of course, things could get all kinds of nasty. If chaos is gone, all the alliances may fall apart, and things could get pretty ugly pretty fast. But at least I wouldn't have chaos running around everywhere. It does look like Archaeon is gone. Is it the end of the faction, though, would be the bigger question. We will see on the turn in. We will see. Faction destroyed. Warriors of Chaos. It's right there in the message. So, sweet. We got the Age of Peace. Feels so good, baby. Feels so good. So our crazy fight against Chaos a couple episodes ago was totally, or an episode ago was totally worth it because it left them wounded to the point where they died. We assaulted a garrison. The Warriors of Chaos are dead. We now have an Age of Peace upon us. I'll go ahead and read through it. I don't know if I've ever read through this before. So, at last, the Chaos Horde is scoured from the face of the world. An awful silence descends. Awful, more like glorious. More than a silence, an absence of sound which echoes the all-consuming void without. All creation is stilled, breath held in anticipation of the final cataclysm. Then, tentatively, gently, life reasserts itself, not in a grand way, to echo those who sought to end everything, but in the small ways which themselves are life. Birdsong pierces the silence, hesitant at first, then swelling, a distant hymn to creation, borne on a soft wind that sifts dust onto scattered corpses, littering the bloody plain of battle. And the spell is broken. Bloodied veterans, survivors, refugees all draw breath into their aching lungs and weep at the taste and smell of victory, peace, and life. Yet what is life, if not the constant striving of one against the other? After all, let's see, every hedgerow is a bloody battleground, every plant a murderer, every creature red in the tooth and claw. Even as the weak raise their eyes to a golden future, the wise are glancing about to see who will make the first move in seizing it for themselves. The shield of civilization, which turned aside the deadly thrust of chaos, is now a heavy and cumbersome thing. Those who are first to cast it aside will be the quickest with their blade, and a knife in the back is surest of all. Comrades who stood shoulder to shoulder in shield wall now step apart and take each other's measure. Alliances begin to unravel. The storm clouds gather once more. So, as expected, we're going to have to watch all of our alliances at this point. Tribute gives me extra. I could use some public order, to be honest. Let's pay the small tribute. And let's go ahead and build the gunnery school at Nuln, just because we can. And I need a little bit of extra money to build the chapter house up here at Talabheim. I will do that on the next turn. So we've got a lot of our alliances here. Let's see, is Oslin...
Greetings, my countrymen.
Why are you not trading with me? Let's try and keep some of this trade open here. Karak Kern.
Welcome, men of the Empire.
I don't know why you're not trading with me. And if no one wants to betray me for a while, which would be great, we could focus our effort on Varg and scaling. So what I'm thinking is all these people, let's try and stay coordinated against our enemies. That way it will keep the alliance strong. And I want to keep it strong, at least for my own sake, long enough to get Varg and scaling weakened while I build up my strength to the point where I'm feeling good about my chances of taking out all the other foes who now surround me. We can certainly try to confederate in more Empire factions. That way we can grow. So let's see, Kislev. I definitely want to wipe out the vampires too. I don't think anybody's going to fault me for killing the vampires right now, and I want to complete the quest battle. Varg and scaling are certainly still some threat at the moment, but not to me near as much as other folks, because I don't have a whole lot near their borders. I really hold a province down here? What? Sure enough. Stone. So it must have been from where I confederated somewhere. We're losing public order here because all these buildings are not what I want at all. And let's see, public order here is not real good either. Let's see, a shrine to Sigmar might be appropriate. Doesn't do any public order though. Nor does that. Really, the shrine to Sigmar, no public order bonus? That seems a bit stupid. Just to be quite frank, seems a bit stupid. And then it's also weird that there's not a public order bonus from a garrison as well. I find a few of these to be kind of odd in the sense that they don't give public order bonuses. Interesting. So, I mean, there's really nothing else I can build for public order other than the coaching inn, which seems a bit unfortunate. I'm not worried about vampiric corruption, so I don't know that there's any point in building this shrine to Sigmar. I would almost think this just end up being a decent recruiting province because I have access to some of these other buildings, so if anything, I'm probably just... I've already got that structure there. If I got a gunsmith, we could kind of really make this province pretty spectacular, but is the gunsmith... That's not what I want to build first. Let's go ahead and build the chapter house up here so we can get some of those unique buildings underway. Talabheim. Let's see, where's that chapter house? It's going to be under here. There it is. That one actually does get public order. I like that. And we've got a nearly healthy army here for Balthasar. We'll take a look at the quest battles. Win the following battle, so we can fight the battle for the Cloak of Molten Metal. That's going to be good. The Reikland Rune Fang, we need to deploy a battle wizard in Nordland. Do I have a spare wizard? Let's find out. Let's go to my forces. Sextus the Romans over here still. Let's keep assaulting garrisons. I'm gonna basically try and get Sextus better at combat. That was his desire here. So let's start off with some devastating charge. I'm gonna keep using him to kind of level up off the vampires, which should be the quickest way for him to be useful. Got a warrior priest down here. Their deployment increases growth in the local province, so that has been somewhat helpful. Let's see what else we got here. Warrior priest.
Cleanse the empire.
We're gonna tear all that down this turn. We're gonna wait to build anything there. Okay, we got another warrior priest who is supporting... This is not a good place for him to support. The public order is poor up here, even though I've built just about everything that can be built to help public order. Middenheim. If I controlled Middenheim, I could probably secure it. But what is the main driving factors behind the public order being low? Characters -6. Events -4, taxes -4, corruption, difficulty level. So, I mean, characters. I guess these guys are causing it. Winds of magic.
The nation calls.
I don't know exactly what these guys are causing, but I mean, we have poor public order up there, but I mean, if they rebel, I can shut it down pretty quick. Let's see where all of our wizards are at. We may need to recruit a new one, because it looks like most of our wizards are kind of busy at the moment. So let's see what wizard we can recruit from Altdorf, where we have our colleges of magic. I've got a light wizard and a bright wizard. Let's recruit a celestial wizard, just because. Easily trapped, great. Whatever. Come on, Boris.
I await to advise.
He gets to start all the way at level 7, which is pretty cool. We're going to give him Roiling Skies, which is a map-wide effect. -8 melee defense for flying units and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Missile parry with shield. Wind Blast. Curse of the Midnight Wind. That's a pretty nice curse there. And then we can give him the Thunderbolt. And let's see, let's go ahead and give him evasion as well. So I want to kind of unlock all of this magic as quickly as we can there. Chain Lightning and Comet of Cassandora. So he will be able to move to Nordland and deploy.
As you say, sir.
Is Midland part of... No, so we got to move him all the way to Nordland. Yeah. What? Midland. Okay, Nordland. I'd kind of like to get Midland to confederate with me as soon as it becomes possible.
Approach and make your offer.
Which right now it's
But
not.
I make no promises to my assent.
Okay. Because they have some territory that I want. I don't have enough magic to teleport to the battle. The Reikland Rune Fang, we gotta deploy there. There's something else we're supposed to do there. The Cloak of Molten Metal is way up here, so yeah, don't want to walk all the way over to that with Gelt, so let's just save our money. My Bright Wizard picks up a... Wow, this one's pretty cool. Minus 12%, or plus 12% flame weakness, so this is a constant and it's map wide. So that's pretty sweet. We've got the Burning Head that we can throw on him too, which will be a lot of fun. Bright Wizard really is a fun wizard to use. I would say when it comes to like general sniping and stuff that I think the Light Wizard's a little more effective, but the Bright Wizard really has some fun magic. The Flaming Sword of Ruin is fun. The Burning Head is really cool looking. I mean, you get a lot of neat stuff with the Bright Wizard. I might send Franz up to go see if we can destroy some of the scaling settlements. That might be fun. Okay. Follower gained. So we can assign that to a lord of our choosing. One of our lords is ready for duty, apparently. A couple of them that got injured. Were those agents, maybe? Yeah, they were probably agents. Yeah, it's a level 15 lord. Good grief. Maybe he was one of the ones that when I confederated, we just pulled him out of the army for not needing him really in that army. It's probably the case. I kind of want to work on some melee with one of these warrior priests. They're a cool melee unit, and I haven't ever really used them for that. This province is actually gaining a little public order now in this turn.
And Emperor.
I'm going to go ahead and move up over here to Weissman. We can upgrade the gunnery school and get steam tanks and Hellblaster volley guns here, which it would be pretty sweet, so it is a lot of money, but I'm going to go ahead and do that because it gives me access to some more late game units. We got the gunnery school over here in Nuln, and honestly with the gunnery school there, I can probably think about changing what I have in Altdorf because it'll be overkill to have both. Whenever I would get a better unit recruiting it from Nuln. Actually, I don't. Let's wait on that. Actually, in fact, and I want to step out and complete this quest battle. Yes, I want to teleport, and we're going to be fighting a horde of Greenskins here. So this is quite a lot of Greenskins. Their infantry is nothing spectacular. They do have 2 big uns. They do have some boar boys that we'll have to watch out for. Lots of archers. And then it looks like as far in reinforcements we got some spider riders and an Arachnarok. We do have the Witch Hunter. It can help accuse. We've got Gelt, and the Appius should have Shim's Burning Cheese. So we will try and use that to our advantage as well. Killing the Greenskin Lord here would be helpful. Wow, this is going to be fun. I love the speeches at the beginning of these two.
We search for Gromril ore. These Greenskins have it. Slaughter them and find it for me. And if the Dwarfs should think we carry out vengeance for their kin, then let them. I'd rather make allies of the bearded ones than enemies. They hold grudges, and I have not the time or inclination for another enemy. There are greater, more pressing fates at work. Now, bring me the heads of the orcs, for I will have their skulls turned to gold, their eyes pierced with hot lead. They will truly know searing doom.
I like the way you think, Gelt. I like the way you think. They did not have any Doom Divers that I saw. Good, good. So with no Doom Divers, I'm going to kind of set up a main line of swordsmen. There we go. At least I think this way we're going to do it. I got handgunner, or no, these are crossbows. Crossbows are good. I'm going to actually kind of put these guys like this. I've got Gelt right here, Witch Hunter. And Appius, pop him right here in the front so that his Shim's Burning Gaze doesn't cut down my own men. I'm going to put my great swords, kind of shore up the flanks. I got an extra spearman to support. I'm going to kind of keep my Reichsguard at the ready here. Got a plan for them too. Demigryph Knights. These guys could also be used to disrupt the incoming orcs. We're going to start with decent enough Winds of Magic. Okay, let's get Gelt, and I've got to wait for his little arcane conduits. Let's get a Shim's Burning Gaze, and we're going to go straight after. There we go. Did my Shim's Burning Gaze hit anything? No. Nice shot, Appius. Oh, no, he has to move forward. I was like, what? It's like, way to go, Appius. I'm going to send Appius way out in front here. He could get run down by a bunch of boars or something, too, so this is pretty dangerous.
The winds blow strong.
Let's just go ahead and move him up some reinforcements.
Sigmar commands. No lingering. Yes, General. Take the ground, sir. At speed. Yes, General. Moving now. Ready to battle.
Sigmar calls. What?
Yes, General. No lingering. Yes, General.
Okay, gotta move
Sigmar calls.
everybody up because the orcs have no interest in attacking me.
We are Sigmar's heirs.
There comes the Shim's Burning Gaze. Appius scores a nice hit. Let's get another one out there. Ooh, really nice hit there from Appius. Get an accusation on here. I'm gonna charge Demigryph Knights, and that should be the end of the orc boss there. Yep, he's a goner. Got some orc cavalry trying to make its way into us. I'm gonna keep all. Ooh, that Arachnarok. That Arachnarok. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of these guys. Let's bring up our Demigryphs with halberds. That's going to be the best counter to the Arachnarok. And let's move our guys back here. Move these guys back. Okay. Great swords have armor piercing as well. So we should be able to tear down the Arachnarok with relative ease. Let's pull back all of our crossbows. Let's get Appius and my Witch Hunter back to safety. Balthasar. Okay, the spider is dropping very quickly. As soon as the spider drops, I'm going to charge some of my men forward. Let's take some of our swordsmen forward to support these fights. Our Demigryph Knights are going to need the help. Okay, the spider is pretty much gone. We're seeing a lot of wavering. Let's bring up Appius. Where's Balthasar? Let's put a Searing Doom right here and see if we can get some work done. See if we can kind of just demoralize the orc units there. They are very low on leadership at the moment. Just try and get rid of all these guys as best we can. We've torn up the orc flank pretty bad. I'm gonna keep chasing here. We took a Spider Rider charge there, but I don't think it's gonna be that significant. We got our Demigryph Knights with halberds free. Time to start chasing down all these orc units. Okay. What is that? Let's see what we got here. Glittering robe, transmutation of lead. Final transmutation is strong versus multiple combatants. I'm gonna drop that there with Balthasar.
They'll never move again.
We await your orders for the Heldenhammer.
Should be able to get some damage done versus these units here. It says it's strong versus multiple combatants, but it doesn't appear like it's really doing a whole lot.
I am supreme.
Sir,
I'm gonna bring Balthasar down here.
state troops ready.
There we go. Start bringing up the rest of these units. Chase down the remaining Greenskins, which appear to be fleeing in all directions for their lives.
Obey. Go. Reichsguard Knights.
Okay, good. Reichsguard are tearing through these guys. Balthasar tore through a bunch of these archers. That final transmutation, I guess I haven't really found the right application for it. It didn't seem to do much to those archers, which were relatively weak units. Maybe it's better suited to a unit that has fewer like models, like a troll or something like that. I don't know. We'll have to figure that one out. But it would appear that all Greenskin units are routing. It says attack and defeat the enemy army. There's nothing left to... There's nothing left to attack. I'm just chasing down all the routing units. There we go. I was getting ready to say, is there something left that I'm not aware of? Alright, so that'll complete the quest for the Cloak of Molten Metal. Nice fun battle there. Appius melting the Mugga Rotgut. Very nice name, by the way. Sounds like a very, very fun bloke to know.
The pace.
So sweet. We have the Cloak of Molten Metal. And it says the dwarf lore reveals synergies between alchemy and manufacture of black powder. Move Patriarch Balthasar Gelt to Altdorf. So Gelt has to move to Altdorf now, which is interesting. We'll bring him that way. And I'm going to actually force march him so he can get over here quicker. And I've got Karl Franz. He's going to head up north and do some raiding. Thinking that's going to be one of the more fun uses for him. We've got a pretty fair amount of money left on this turn.
The comet comes.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here thinking, if I do the artillery thing down here, which we have, this is going to give us a lot more experience and a less upkeep for artillery. And this will be a better place to recruit it. So could we build something better in Altdorf in its place, and maybe like a really big shrine to Sigmar or something would be a cool building to put there. Or I already have a small one out here, but we could replace it with something else potentially too. I don't know. We'll just figure it out, see what we can do. Try and rearrange the buildings a little bit there. So it looks like our Witch Hunter gained a level here. I think his accusation may have actually been what finished the Greenskin leader, but I'm not exactly sure. Gutter Fighter, melee attack, silver bullets, missile damage, so we can increase his missile damage by 15%. That'd be kind of fun. He already does pretty good missile damage, it's just it doesn't repeat very often. What is it that's... Oh, Appius. I was like trying to see who else had a skill here. Light of Battle. There we go. Light of Battle. Let's go ahead and end the turn. I really do like the quest battles. I would be pretty excited if they built in even more quest battles through like DLC or expansions. To where it would just add that much more stuff to do in the campaign, and the unique units you get from them are fun, or like the unique items. They're not like game changing in the sense that your lord becomes like crazy OP, but it's cool to kind of like deck your lord out with all this unique stuff that you can get a hold of. Oh, I forgot to use Sextus to do some assault garrison. We'll have to do that. Okay, so let's see. Safeguard. Why would I even have this option anymore? Chaos is gone.
Follow the star.
Chaos is no more than a smoldering pile of dookie. Let's see. Let's kind of redirect some of these war coordination targets. Like I said, I want to keep these allies working for me for as long as they are willing to work for me. So I'm going to keep them targeted on enemy settlements and armies. It's keeping them all busy. So we still got a giant confederation basically against Scaling and Varg, which is really quite entertaining and makes me happy. So we can build the upgraded version of this gunnery school, which is quite expensive, so we'll do that. And then I want to build the Shrine to Sigmar here, so that we can build it all the way up to the highest level. And then what to build here would be the question. Public order really don't need in this province. We've already got an armory, we'd already have a Shrine to Sigmar, we've already got defenses. I mean, there's not a whole, I mean, all these buildings have already been built. I mean, we could just go ahead and build the gunsmith here, just because there's no reason not to, even though we can't really complete it. So that'll be that. That is going to be all the time I have for this episode. We completed the quest battle. We are going to get Balthasar back to Altdorf. And it seems that the process of transmutation is dangerously unpredictable. Gelt's experiments triggered an explosion, which he barely survived. He is a veteran of such occurrences. However, his first-hand experience of the forces involved gives him insight into an artifact that may reduce the risk. So now we need to move any character to Weismund. And, I mean, we have a character there right now.
There is power within prayer.
It's Midland. So, yeah, I have one there, so...
Bring me to my men.
Okay, so we completed that. So now it says, win the following battle with Gelt's army, the Cloak of Molten Metal.
Ready.
So that ought to be fun.
Move.
So we have another battle to fight on the next one. His army is pretty much ready to fight another battle. He's just needs to come out of the force march stance, and then we'll be in good shape. I've got Franz headed north to get revenge on Varg and Scaling. I'm going to come up here and start sacking all their settlements and leaving them in desolation, the way that I like to see them. And we've got some cool buildings that are being built. We've got more work to do in terms of trying to improve economy. And I will see you all in the next episode of the Empire Campaign. HeirofCarthage signing out.